Good morning and welcome to the wonderful Oman Cricket Academy. We're here in Muscat for the Wolf 77 News presents Oman T20I series powered by Sky247.net. It's the top of the table clash. It's Ireland against the UAE.
Alright, so the news from the centre is Irish skipper Andy Balbirnie has won the toss and they're going to bowl first.
That they stay in good form. They're the two key men for Ireland. Ireland unchanged, the exact same side. So you can see in one change for the UAE, Mohammed Usman, he is left out today, and we'll see the leg spin of Karthik Meiyappan. He's a really impressive young leg spinner, and Ireland have had their problems against wrist spin in recent times.
Is the man who will be starting the proceedings for Ireland. 27 matches, 23 wickets for him with an economy of 7.73. Here we go, ball number one.
Wide outside the off stump, but a long way wide, so and edged almost exactly to where I was talking about. It's going to be the first boundary, but real fortune. It may not have gone straight to first slip. Two T20 internationals against the USA before the ODIs were washed out, and then a historic series win over the West Indies. Going to be a much more convincing boundary this time. The first one came off the outside edge of Chirag Suri, but over pitched from Adair and punished pleasingly by Mohammed Wasim. Real fortune this time. Josh Little has been all over Chirag Suri in this over. Two plays and misses to start with. This time the attempted hook shot comes off the under edge, somehow evades the leg stump. Probably the shot of the day. An on drive in full control, and Mohammed Wasim is starting to haunt Ireland's dreams. A century the last time these two sides met.
Get into that 3/4 of a pitch and try to bowl in the good length. That's much better.
Chip towards Balbirnie, who takes the catch, and Mohammed Wasim is gone. A really good over from Josh Little, probing away, beats Chirag Suri twice, then the inside edge.
You can place him anywhere in the field.
Going to be runs, and could well be four into the leg side. Chirag Suri possesses great timing when he's in the touch that he is here, and Young is just angled into him and no more than a clip. Going to be more runs, and it's going to be, in fact it's not, I thought it was going to go over the head at first of Shane Getgate out at deep square leg. He didn't quite get it out of the middle, and because it's the longer side of the ground, it would have been 6 on the other side, but this time he's picked out the man at deep square leg. 2 wickets inside, just 4 deliveries, and Suri's given it away. Runs here, and it's going to be flying all the way for 6. Just a pickup shot. It might have rushed him a little bit, and Ridya Arvind, who's come on to strike. Oh, and fortune again for the UAE, this time coming off the inside edge of Rohan Mustafa, the new man in at number 4. Again, it could have been a chop on, but this time another inside edge goes for 4.
A bright future in the coming years. This time, Rohan Mustafa slashes that and slashes that hard. That's his favourite zone. You bowl him there, he'll play all day, all night long. He gets 4 more.
43 for 2 in 5 overs. UAE has had a very sedate start at the moment. Oh, that's picked up on the full. Ridya Arvind has walked in and played some delightful shots. It's talent on display. What we are seeing in the middle looks like another low-scoring match is on the offing. Oh, that's played up and above. That's a wonderful shot. Ridya Arvind is adding a touch of class in the middle.
Big appeal, but there's some bat involved from Rohan. And hopefully it remains that way. Big heave. This is a good shot. Innovation from Rohan Mustafa. Waited for it and played it up and over the fine leg. That's 4.
What a shot is that from Rohan Mustafa. Heaves it right over the deep square leg fielder for 6. That is cheeky. That is over the keeper. A reverse paddle. What a player is this Ridya Arvind.
Well, both are under 19, I would say, the way they're playing. Well done. That is Ridya Arvind for you. Brilliantly played. This one has been played straight towards the point fielder and they take a quick run. This is good running, so when you get runs off boundaries, you get runs through singles as well, and that's his 50. Ritya Arvind, Curtis Camphor round the wicket. Flat batted, good shot, and a misfield there. So the Irishmen not helping themselves. A very happy looking UAE dugout. 15 overs gone, 123 for 2. Young bowling, a full toss, and one shot too many from Ritya Arvind has brought his downfall. Just at the 50-run mark. This is good bowling.
Someone who will be in services of the UAE cricket for a very long time. Meanwhile, Rohan Mustafa slashes up in the air, chance, and he drops it. You should actually be watching him when he comes in the outfield. Is there a chance? It is, and taken this time. No butterfingers. Basil Hamid will have to walk.
It's match number 4 of the Oman T20 series. This time gives the charge, slashes and slashes successfully. It's another 4 for Rohan Mustafa. He's continuing his good run in the tournament.
And that's not the shot that's going to play ever. The soft hands. Meanwhile, Rohan Mustafa with that single will reach his half century. He gets an opportunity to raise his bat. Is he? He realizes now he does. That's what it is. Yesterday missed out. Today he gets it. Claps from everyone in the dugout. But he knows that the job is still half done. Fast bowlers are bowling the slower ones. The spinners are bowling the quicker ones. What's happening to cricket?
+1, Neil. Oh, in the process of boundary as well for Rohan. He's decided to tee off and free his arms. He's not going to wait anymore. Cricket shot, should I say. And race to his 50. This time he drags one onto the stumps. It's an inside edge. And just as we talk about how good an impact he's had, he departs.
And he's making it extremely difficult for the batter. Kashif Dawood. What a strike. Maximum.
Oh, he connected that, and how? That was a slower delivery.
Take a bag of balls. Slow one this time. And will race away towards the fence. One bounce into the boundary, 4 runs. And on this wicket, 170, 175 would be a good total, I reckon. Oh, top edge and boundary, 4 runs. Player now. Look at that, fuller one. He was waiting for that. And he's got the max result. 6 to finish this one. Kashif Dawood, you've done really well for your team.
And which means that Ireland will need 179 runs in the 20 overs.
For their batting lineup, but they were very impressive yesterday, led by Andrew Balbirnie in his new role at the top of the order, where he's replaced Kevin O'Brien, the long-term opening partner of Paul Sterling.
And a deep square leg as the two fielders outside the circle.
So Ireland will need about 9 and over right from the off. And that's not going to be easy. We felt par might have been about 160, 165 on this wicket. For the block hole, doesn't quite get there. Mix up, direct hit is going to be gone. And Paul Sterling is furious with Andrew Balbirnie, because I think the initial call was yes. Look at the celebrations. They know how big that wicket is. He's lifted into the sky. And Paul Sterling is gone. That's a massive wicket. Balbirnie uses his feet, comes down the track, doesn't get it out of the middle, but he will get just enough of it to get it to the rope. And as you rightly said, Mikhail, he's going to have a huge role to play now, Andrew Balbirnie.
Back live here.
Balbirnie will close out the second over with the boundary. Width on offer, just a bit short as well, and pierces the gap. End of the second over. The score is 12 for 1. That's the shot that Delaney loves, but he hasn't got enough of it. Is this going to be the second wicket? It's juggled and dropped. That would have been a spectacular catch, particularly if he got it on the third attempt. But he couldn't cling on. I think it's Rohan Mustafa. It is the grand old servant. How often do you see that happen? The dropped catch is punished. It's a half volley, really overpitched, and Delaney gets it through the covers for his first boundary.
It'll be interesting to see his approach. 11 and 9 for him.
Takes the aerial route. I think he's got more than enough of this That's a very special shot indeed. It's not the biggest boundary out there, but it soared well over it. Balbirnie's going to get more runs here. He scoops it and scoops it. I think it's gone all the way for 6. That's a spectacular shot. The second 6 of the innings. The first one went down the ground. The second oval across to our left. They're getting some prep in. Delaney picks that up into the leg side. He hasn't got that out of the middle. And it's still gone for 6. It's a one-handed 6 almost. It's a much better shot. Along the ground again, the front foot comes out of the way a bit, but he pierces the gap with his wrist by getting it between the gap.
A good strong partnership and well and truly into the chase.
Picked up into the leg side. It's going to be more runs. It's going to be another maximum. I'll tell you something, Gareth Delaney hasn't even got half of that, and it still cleared the rope.
Love the way they have attacked. Another lovely shot through the mid-off region for another boundary.
Rohan Mustafa also has been taken for a boundary on the very first ball. And yet again, that's another good-looking shot from the bat of Gareth Delaney. He is on a roll.
He generally looks to bowl shorter. And another boundary through the cover region. What is happening here, Shoaib?
Well, it's carnage from Gareth Delaney. Back to back to back. Hat-trick of boundaries coming in. This time slow and taken. Clean bowled. Gareth Delaney.
That would be the icing on the cake. That's the field. A very, very standard T20 field. Could this be a catching opportunity? No, just wide of the long off fielder. Going all the way. Basel was the fielder there.
This time he sweeps and sweeps well straight into the hands of the fielder there. Brilliantly done.
That's exactly where Getgate's going to target. Has he got enough of it? Just, I'm not sure that was the greatest effort at long on. He's almost ended up just escorting it over the boundary. It's going to go all the way for 6. Gone. Shane Getgate has just chipped it straight to Ahmed Raza at cover, who takes the simplest catch. He's better when he looks down the ground. I think he was looking to go over extra cover. Canfer finally breaks the shackles. That's just what he needed. Gets that strike rate up above 100. I think he'll breathe a sigh of relief and some relieved claps on the bench. That's exactly what Ireland needed. Picked up and picked up into the leg side. Tucker likes it a lot. He's got enough of it to get it all the way for 6.
Shot played up in the air. Chance. Oh, just lands a little further away. Now this time up in the air, but will land safely. Going for the second. Chance of a run out, and I think that should be out. Yes, that was. It is. That's a big wicket. Took that chance. Stepping down and taken. Ahmed Raza, the tallest man in the field.
Probably a little bit of doubt. A paddle sweep. A very, very much needed boundary. Curtis Camphor. Probably.
Zahoor. Slow bouncer. That's what he's known for. Chance for a run out there. Will they be able to do it? And yes, they do it. Zahoor Khan.
Who can change the game. Naseem Khushi is something that Oman has. Kashif Daud, UAE. And that's victory for UAE. What a comeback is that from UAE. Definitely, when you finish on a high, you definitely come into bowl with a lot of spirits.
So that's how it's been for Ireland against UAE. This game where Ireland won the toss, put UAE to bat. UAE with an inspired performance coming in from Rohan Mustafa. 54 of 43 for him. Ritya Arvind 50 of 36. Kashif Daud with that last over flurry. 28 of 11. Craig Young did manage to pick up 4 wickets, but that didn't really help. Ireland in reply were 13 runs short. Andrew Balbirnie 42, Gareth Delaney 40, Curtis Camphor 40. But when you look at this card, nothing looks wrong. But what is technically wrong is the strike rate of the others who don't make on this board right now. Karthik picking up 2, Zahoor and Rohan shared 1 wicket each. UAE winning this game by 13 runs.